Okay, so I just sprayed the heck out of it, and yeah, golly, what am I gonna do? Well, I think I'm gonna start with the flowers because the flowers are the real, center of attention. So I'm gonna start with them, and then I'll work on the background and everything else in relationship to the flowers. So I'm just gonna start at the top. And this is white. I've been wishing a lot lately that I could just be more careful. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem, maybe I could try harder to be more careful. It just doesn't seem like it's who I am. So I just admire people so much that are more careful and can get like a real likeness to things. But I don't know, I feel like all I can get is sort of an impression. And I don't know, maybe I should just be happy with that, but. All right, and there's another one of these flowers over there. Or maybe it's just doing too many kind of fast demos like this, I don't know. I feel like, mostly what I do is I do demonstrations for my classes. They're 30 minutes long. I never go back to them. I have no interest in going back to them. So there you have it. All right, so I'm not exactly trying right now to, I'm painting everything equally. I'm not trying to make decisions about what's going to be in focus and what's not going to be in focus. I'm just painting everything the same. This is just the second time over it. And literally all I'm doing is working from the top to the bottom. I'm not really making any other choices about this. And I'm still just working with my Rembrandts. Things are a little more disorganized than I would like. And you can see, because it's been sprayed, how nicely I'm able to put these lighter, the colors, how dark it is, and then the lights come right over that dark. And I'm trying to make the shape of these flowers, that these have a little more rounded petals. Well, they're a little pointy up there, aren't they? And I'm still trying to keep track of the light and dark on it all. Okay, don't hum, Jeneane, don't hum. I need one more something in that flower, just something else that's not quite so dark and not quite so light. You or something else right there. Almost dropped it. Okay, I saved it. All right, and then there's some sort of really dark junk in here too. And I did some outlining on that flower, but then I'm also cutting in a little bit with the color behind it. One really big problem is when you start to lighten your colors and lose some of that saturation, the lighter colors are a little weak. So it's a little confusing how to keep things looking brilliant but without getting too washed out. And this is my charcoal. I just can't seem to find what I want to make that darker, so I'm just going to use the charcoal for now. And just that flower to me needs to be, I know I said I wasn't thinking about centers of interest, but that flower feels to me like it needs to be a center of interest. All right, and then I'm gonna come back over here to that weird rocky horror, or rocky, what is it? That plant. Looks like one of those plants, that pod there. At the Halloween show at the zoo this week, this month, they have a lot of things that look just like this pod, only they're open with teeth coming out. So, oh, Little Shop of Horrors, that's what it is. Okay, so then I'm gonna do this one. And there's a little bit of the background showing through there. It's so funny, I looked at the flowers and I thought, well, that's amazing that they haven't wilted. But of course, it's a photograph. All right, well, all right, I guess I should just keep going with this background now that I kind of got started on it. There's actually some petals up in there that I might want to put in. Right there. All right, and I definitely I knew when I put that green on there that I was going to want to have some violet on top of it. And even though the light doesn't really cross over there, I'm just making a little bit of that light going over there because I want to be sure that it doesn't look like the flowers in the front stop the background or the light behind. And there's that little place in there. I wonder if I should do a little place right in here too. All right, so back to flowers now. It's pretty funny to hear me say that I wish I could be a little more tight and in control, because when I was a young painter, all I wanted to do was be looser. Okay, we need some light on there. You know, really, what is the deal here? Is it like, can I not be happy? Can none of us be happy unless we're fretting about something? Well, today's music seems to be, that's stuck in my head, is that All the Leaves Are Brown song. So if you hear me whistling, that's what I'm whistling. It's pathetic, really. So I'm just building the light and dark, that's all. I feel like I need gray. Oh, here it is. You know, this is a place I know for sure that the flower needs to go behind the pumpkin, so be a little sloppy with the edges there. Oh, maybe. Actually, this one goes all the way behind, so. All right, well, let's hit the top there. I just had another funny thought too, that, oh, it looks like the flowers moved on the pumpkin, but nope. Any movement problems here would be drawing problems by Jeneane. Not that the photograph moved. Whoa. Okay, and this is the shadow from the stem. Golly, it's sort of a weirdo color. Okay, back to flowers. And I'm just looking for the light and shadow here. And you know, it's interesting. I didn't feel the least urge to redraw this thing. And so here, I feel like I need to work on this next. This part of the background, because it's just so dark. It's too dark, and I can't make the flowers stand out against it. So I just need to come back and do a little bit right in there. This little transparency in some of the petals, it's really hard to get. They're over in the shadow, but they just look so, like I said, transparent. Unless there's another one behind it, and then it looks dark. All right, I need something really dark, but I don't want black. And this still has the name on it, so I can tell it's burnt umber. I can use that in here too to cover up my charcoal marks. Okay. All right, don't know. I'm going to leave that for now and just come back and work on well, I say I'm going to leave it, but I'm not going to leave it. I don't know if it's too bright over there in the corner. That's what I'm wondering. So I'm going to work on these ones next and just see what I can do. That was white, but I don't know if I really meant to pick up white, but there it is anyway. You know, maybe just every now and then actually draw a petal. I have a little bit of that come out below that one, even though it's actually not strictly true. All right, so I got to figure out something in here. It's really dark. And oh, here's a darker purple than I've used. I say it's really dark in there, and it's not as brilliantly colored, so I was just thinking, what could I knock it down a little bit? And I see I have some paper showing through. Huh. Okay, keep that where I can find it. What the heck is that? It's pretty funny, you know what? My students are just getting so good. I'm starting to have anxiety that I'm not keeping up with how good they're getting. All right, so I need this to have a better shape. You know, all that stuff really shouldn't matter. It's just, I don't know. Painting is like some weird drug for me. If I don't paint, I don't feel very good. And so it doesn't really matter what anybody else is doing or how good they are or if I can't do what they do. It's all about me. All right, I gotta get that stem looking better. Let's see, I use that really dark one I found. Bad move. I'll tell you, the one thing that I really worry about the most is that I'll do something that necessitates me having to spray the whole thing again. Because I don't really want to. I want to just be done with it on this time over. All right, God, I feel like I don't know what to do. So I'm going to actually maybe work on the vase a little bit. So remember, this is glass, so it doesn't have a light and shadow pattern like like a solid object. You know, some of my students could make this look exactly like this, but I just can't seem to. All that nubby texture. All right, that wasn't really dark enough right there. Well, I gotta tell you, that looks like pottery, not glass. I wonder what it would be like if I could find something really dark enough. Just do a little more. That's not really what I want. Maybe this. All right, it's not something I usually do, but I just thought I would. I'm just, I don't know, trying to build up some sort of movement around the, I don't know where that spot came from. All right, I've got to do something to that. It's a little too brown. I don't know if I like this or not, so I'm gonna work on everything and then I'll decide about that. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to mess with this, but then I found this color that I thought might, but then it didn't really, so. All right, you go back to wherever. All right, so I need something really dark. Yeah, and I thought I was going to, need to switch over and start working with my more expensive pastels, but I really haven't felt like I needed to, so. And I did work on the flowers, so. Wow, it's incredibly hard not to make a ridiculous shape. All right, well. Oops. Did not get the paper off that bit piece. Yeah, it's getting down to where if I was going to do much more, I'd have to spray it. So. So I feel like a funny thing is I just realized I didn't really leave a place for me to sign my name. It's like it's too busy here, it's too busy here. Like maybe I could sign my name up here in this dark, but that's sort of funny. All right, I have to quit. I'm out of time for right now. And also, if I am to work on it again, I'd have to spray it. And I'm sorry, I can't really tell you exactly what I would even want to do to it at this point. I'm sort of sick of looking at it, so I just would need to, I would need to let it rest a while now. I'm not very happy with this face, and I also feel like maybe I really do need the better pastels, because maybe all my flowers are too much the same color. So I'm not sure. And things are starting to look a little kind of burned out, like too much light on everything. So just want to use that in a little better over there. Maybe just hit this with a little more white, if I can find the white. I know there's a white here somewhere, but I can't find it, so. Then you do one thing and you think, oh, it can't just be that, can't be the only place I did that. All right, I really have to go. Script.